My name is Friedemann Schrenk. I'm a paleontologist, and I'm primarily interested in early hominids. I work here in a famous dinosaur museum, Senckenberg, but I also spend a lot of time in Africa, where I work on digs, looking for the origin of our species. Here I'm driving through Africa, in Malawi to be exact. It's a beautiful country, very green. This is our dig, where we've been working for several years at a site called Malema. Prehistoric hominids lived here. The remains are about 2.5 million years old. We are basically documenting the origin of humankind. No paleoanthropologist has ever had all the originals lined up on a single table. They're all locked up in safes. Africa was the cradle of humanity. We know that early hominids lived there and that modern humans arose there. But this is proof that our own genus, the Homo genus, first lived there 2.5 million years ago. This is the oldest piece of evidence there is. The fossils are very valuable, and we want to digitize them. That is, we want digital images of them that we can work with on a computer. Then we can measure the fossils without having to touch them. Using modern methods, we can also compare different fossils or reconstruct them. That's much easier to do on a computer. It's not only research that's important to us. We also want to share our results, especially with the children of Africa, with school classes. When you say to people in Europe that Africa is the cradle of humanity, you sometimes get strange looks. If you say it in Africa, the looks you get are even stranger. The notion of Africa as the cradle of humankind is hardly known in Africa, but it's very important to communicate that, both for their worldview and for feelings of identity there.
Dass das vermittelt wird.
Climate change played a key role in human development, especially 2.5 million years ago in Africa, when the continent dried up dramatically. Food had tough fiber or was covered by hard shells, and solutions had to be found to cope with that. That's when culture began, with the development of tools. That's the beginning of the genus Homo, to which we also belong. You can't separate human beings and technology. For me, flying is actually an aspect of evolution. I fly a lot in Africa, more than I do in Germany. This geological area, the Odenwald-Abbruch, is a lot like Africa, but there's no Autobahn running through it.